before starting, just a brief introduction about this. Actually, science and tech is feared by many of the people. It's one thing, if I have to say about science and technology, is this is the most easy subject. Okay, and I mean it's the most easy subject in the sense that if you just get the concepts clear, okay, you will not miss any single question from this topic. Okay, the potential of science and technology, if I translate to some numbers, you will get around 20 to 22 questions. Okay, in science and technology, not only from science and technology, they'll make some like interlinking between environment, science and technology, agriculture, etc. So if we sum up, we'll get around 20 to 22 questions. So 22 questions means it's around 44 marks. So if you take the cutoff marks for SC and ST, around less than 85 marks is required for clearing this exam. For for OBC category, this year's cutoff are getting low, so maybe 89 to 93, anywhere it can be in the upcoming exam. And for the general category, anyway it will be below 95. So if you can score 44 marks from one subject, this is that subject. That means you are getting close to 50% of the cutoff marks from this single subject. Okay, so that's the potential. That means if anybody is worrying that, like whether I'll clear this exam this time or not, this is for you. That means normally around 17 to 20 questions will come from like subjects like polity, economy, etc. Apart from science and technology, you have at least one more strong subject. You are in. So that's the potential. And the advantage of science and technology is that you need not mug up things. You can just visualize things. It's a subject which provides the opportunity for studying based on images, visuals, visualizations, videos, etc. So when I was teaching geography, I taught that subject through maps. So it became more easy when I was teaching Indian geography. So similarly, science and technology will make it very, very, very easy through images, videos and visuals. Okay, I'll make you visualize things. And I'll help you in realizing how to do a paternity testing. I'll make you solve a problem today. With a single image, you will tell me who is the father of the child. Okay, forensics. So that can be done. Who is the culprit in a crime scene? Okay, so these are the things. It's very interesting, it's very real time, it's very realistic. After studying the subject, you will be able to relate everything that is coming in the newspaper. Okay, you will be able to understand the developments that are happening in and around the world. So we'll be dealing with many projects or initiatives that are taken for the development of this science and technology. So we'll be in the upcoming like 3 to 4 days, we'll be dealing with mainly, if we broadly classify science and technology, we'll be studying biotechnology, space technology, defense technology and information and communication technology. So this is the broad sum up. One by one we'll be discussing and we'll be covering almost the entire things that you need for this topic. Apart from this, like we'll be having maybe 1 or 2 current affairs sessions as well after studying all the basics. So you need not go for any other sources for science and technology. This will be sufficient for you. Okay, so we'll begin. First we'll start. Today we'll be discussing about biotechnology. For biotechnology, we have to study a little bit biology as well. Okay, so what is actually biotechnology? It's about the technology that modifies our biology. Okay, we have a basic human structure that is made up of cells. Cells aggregate to form tissues. tissues combine to form organ, and the entire organ system is our body. So we will see what is inside the cell. Okay. You just relax. This is not complicated. Just simply sit back and relax, but do not sleep. So I'll make it very simple. So when you hear such terms, don't feel that it is something Greek or Latin. It is very simple. I'll show you images. With that will be crystal clear. So we'll start from the very basic, how the biotechnology is beginning from a cell, from the single human cell. So you can read the slide with me so that you can complete the revision as well in the class itself along with the study. So biotechnology is the field that exploits living organism to make technological advancements in various fields for the sustainable development of mankind. This is normally done by, it's not body, it's done by making modifications in the genome or genetic material of an organism. You know, we have our body which is configured in such a way that one cell divides into multiple cells and these cells aggregate to form a tissue. For example, our hand is made up of millions and billions of cells. Okay. So every cell is having one particular material which is same. That is the genetic material. Okay. That is the reason for hereditary traits. Why we have many similarities with our parents and grandparents. Why our children will be having similar traits like us. This is because of that particular material which is present in each and every cell of the human body, and for that matter for the body of every organisms in this plant. So we are going to study about that genetic material and the entire genetic material within the body of an organism is called genome. So genome is all the genetic information of an organism. The genetic material which is present in the living beings can be DNA or RNA. So we are slowly entering the subject. So we human beings are having the genetic material called DNA. From our parents, from our father and from our mother, we are inheriting this DNA. Okay. 50% of the DNA will be coming from our father and the remaining 50% will be coming from the mother. Okay. We'll see how this takes place. And in the case of human beings and majority of the organisms, and that includes plants, the genetic material is this DNA. And for some organisms like viruses, for example COVID-19 virus, their genetic material is RNA. Okay. So we'll see what is this DNA and RNA. For that we have to start from the cell. This is a particular cell of human body. Okay. In that we have many components like nucleus, mitochondrion, cytoplasm, etc. But you need not study anything other than two things. One thing is about nucleus and the second thing is about mitochondrion. We'll come to mitochondrion in the later part of our discussion. First we'll begin our discussion with nucleus, because it is within the nucleus. This is actually, I have cut this nucleus in this way so that you can see the inside of a nucleus. You can see thread like mass which is present within the nucleus. This is actually known as the DNA. Okay. This is the DNA of an organism, for example human being, and we'll be having around 46 threads within a nucleus, single nucleus. Within that 23 threads came from your father and 23 threads came from your mother. Simply imagine like that. Okay. But the thing is that normally this is not the kind of arrangement which is present in the nucleus. This is so messy because like it is in a kind of disorder way. It is arranged in a like disorderly way. But in nature nothing is like this. Nothing is in a messy form like this. everything will be organized and packaged so that every information can be obtained easily. So this thread-like genetic material called DNA will be arranged in a suitable and perfect shape called chromosome. This is the shape. Actually, this thread-like matter, this we have just coiled up and packaged into a structure called chromosome. It is the same thread which is coiled and shaped in this way. Okay.